Good evening, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey, Adam G, your online inspirational talk show. Tonight, I'll be starting my Miss World Philippines 2022 mini live chat series. Yes, I say mini because I can only interview a certain number of candidates due to time constraint, as the avalanche of activities will start coming in starting next week. And tonight, I have a very special guest. I have been actually wanting her to join another national pageant, and she is finally joining again. Yes, and nothing really beats rooting for your own. As you can see, I'm Filipino Chinese, and so when I see someone of my own kind joining a national pageant, I can't help but have a spot for that particular candidate. We all know her as the reigning Miss Chinatown Philippines, and she is so ready to showcase what a modern Chinoi is all about. So here she is live all the way from San Juan City. Please say hello to Miss World Philippines 2022 candidate and reigning Miss Chinatown Philippines, Cassandra Chan. Hi, Cassandra.
Hi, Adam. Hi, everyone watching right now. I'm so excited to talk with you all. Hello, can everyone hear me? Sana okay yung wifi ko.
Yeah, loud and clear so
That's
far.
good.
So far, so good. So, babe, I'm so happy to finally be catching up with you again.
Me too. I haven't seen you in so long, Ahia, since the pandemic, no?
Yeah, oo. Except for all these occasional virtual interviews during your
Yes. Miss
Mr. and Miss
Chinatown.
Chinatown Philippines. By the way, before we begin, can we give a shout out to some of our viewers who are watching us right now? Um, let's start with Jimby D.
Woo! Hello, Jimby D. Oh, shouted from Iloilo. Oh,
Thank you.
Ilong. Hello.
Il- yeah, you're Ilongga, right?
Yes,
Your
yes. I'm
mom.
from Bacol. My mom's from Bacolod, actually. But Iloilo is so near.
Yeah, so Ilongga ka. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for watching us all the way from Iloilo City. And then Andy Hill is also watching us all the way from Sydney, Australia. Ang bongga natin ngayon.
Wow, international ang peg. Hello, Sir Andy. Hope you enjoyed today.
And then Cathy Ignacio Vargas is also saying hi to you. Hi, Queen Cassandra. And then who else? Kelly Angelo Yanagimoto. Hello, Cassandra from Bacolod City.
Hello, Nong. Nice to see you.
Yeah, and from Ashley Bantilla, and hello, Cassie.
Hi. Hello,
Yeah,
Ash.
so congratulations once again for making it as an official candidate of Miss World Philippines 2022. How do
Oh
you
my
feel
goodness.
about it? Yeah.
It honestly feels like a dream, Adam. I am just so excited. Our pageant has just started right now, and pa-start pa lang yung mga events, and it's going to be something short and sweet, unlike the first pageant or the second pageant I joined. And yes, my team is preparing, I'm preparing, and it's going to be so exciting. Tuloy-tuloy kasi ang event. So I hope you can be there, and I'm so excited to share what we have in store for you.
Yes, yes. Pero alam mo, nagulat ako. I never
Mm.
thought the timing would be now. Considering that you're the reigning Miss Chinatown Philippines. Ngayon lang ako nakakita na parang, well, except for the provincial, from the girls coming from the provincial pageants, pero as something as big as Miss Chinatown Philippines
Mhm.
organization allowing you to join while you're the outgoing queen. Wow.
I know. I just want to say thank you to the Mr. and Miss Chinatown organization because nung nagpaalam ako, they were so supportive of me and even until now they're supporting me with so many things. So I'm so grateful for them. I was a little bit kabad na siguro bawal, but ho- look at me now. I'm right here. So I'm so thankful to them. They really helped me out with so many things.
Oh, that's nice. I'm curious to ask, what led you, how were you able to arrive at this decision of joining Miss World Philippines
Ooh, that's a good
this
question.
year?
Well, actually, Miss Chinatown 2020 was supposed to be my last year in pageantry. Kasi sabi ko, oh, I already won a crown already. My dream is already fulfilled. Pero over after winning Miss Chinatown, there are a few people who've been urging me to join. Na Kas, uy, do you want to try Bini? Maybe you should join Miss World or Miss Universe. So a lot of people would say that, and it would get stuck in my mind. Pero ako, tapos na for pageantry for me. I want to work and focus on my career. So I gave it a thought, and yun, I think the turning point for me was uh, past candidate from Miss World Philippines was talking to me about how great the organization is and how wonderful the staff are. And it's like, even though you don't win or you win, it is an experience that you will never forget. You will make friends that will last forever. And sabi ko, wow, parang nainggit rin ako. I want to experience that myself. So, yun, medyo late pa nga my decision, pero I'm so grateful for my team who's backing me up. So it was very last minute. Even yung everything, basically, my trainings, my decision, it was very, very last minute. But I'm so grateful. I said yes because look at us now. We're here talking.
Wait, so you said that you decided at the very last minute. So I assume you're an independent. Sabi mo you have a team with you, so I assume that's a team that you organized
Yes,
at the
yes.
last
It's
minute.
not really last minute po. It was sometime last year, but they would urge me like, Cass, let's join up. Pero ako sabi ko, oh, maybe it's time to focus on my work, focus on my career. But these are people who really believed in me. And sabi ko, wow, this is something different that I feel because in my first pageant, it was very overwhelming. I didn't have a lot of support, although I did have support. It wasn't as much as now. So I felt the love. I felt the good vibes. So sabi ko, oh, I'm already of age. So I think this is a sign from God na I should try out one more time. And it's going so smoothly right now. And I'm so grateful that I said yes.
Yeah. I mean, if I were in your shoes, I would have
Mhm.
also done the same thing. Wait, how old are you now?
I'm turning 28 in December. So medyo late pa.
Kaya pa. O,
Kaya
kaya
pa
pa.
actually next year. Diba? Pero let's see.
'Di ba? Oh, someone's
Mm-mm.
commenting here. She's glowing.
Ooh,
Um, from
wow, thank you.
Saint Calvin de Serra. And then from Car Abukar, ang ganda niya. Pwede siyang pang Miss Supranational.
Wow, thank you. I love that crown.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Sir
there
Carl.
are four crowns at stake here in Miss World Philippines.
Mm-mm.
Which crown are you aiming to win?
Well, of course, I would love to win Miss World, but I feel like with my experience and how I am as a person, my personality really suits Miss Supra or Reina actually, because naman me, I love pasarelas, I love events, anything that has to do with performing. I think that's my strong point. So I would love to win Supra or Reina, but Miss World would be a prayer answered as well. So honestly, Adam, I am so grateful for any crown. My dream talaga is just to wear the Philippine sash on international soil. I think that's what I want.
And with your caliber and stuck as a contestant, I mean, it won't be far-fetched for that to
Mm,
happen.
praying for that.
Kasi nung audition video mo, and nung screening, di ba, was there? Nung
Yes, yes.
di ba? We saw you how you commanded the stage with your clean pasarela walk. Ang linis mo.
Thank you.
Maglakad. Yung parang, wow, ang galing. Considering na sabi mo, you've been, what? You just, uh, decided at the last minute, created your own team at the same time. So, ikaw lang nagturo. Sino nagtuturo sa pasarela mo? Ang linis talaga.
Oh my, of course, I have to shout out to my pasarela trainer. Everyone knows her, Mama Shandy Monte Carlo Lim. So she's
Oh,
my guardian angel talaga since Bini pa. And she's been helping so many girls, not just me, out when they need someone to help with their pasarela training. So she really is one of the best talaga. And there are other passerella trainers, but me and Mama Shandy really jive together because we're both ballet teachers, we're both dance teachers. So I like her style. It's very rigid.
Oh,
Yep,
I didn't
sanay
know that
sa
she's a I just met her a while ago. Hindi niya nakwento sa akin na ballet teacher pala siya
dance
before.
teacher siya. Ni ballet, pero
Ah,
nagda-dance siya. So, very strict siya. Gusto ko yung may structure yung classes, yung mga trainings ko.
alam mo, alam mo si Mama Shandy, ano mo ba si Mama Shandy? Ang dami na na-train na ano yan, beauty
So,
queens here and abroad.
yes. Abroad pa nga, all of the Thai queens.
Oo.
Siya talaga.
Even
International
the
Miss
ones
Universe.
from even the British girls from Miss Universe Great Britain
Yes, that's
would come
her.
here and she will train all of them and some of them would place and even the girls from the British girls who's competing in Miss International or even Miss Grand
Yes,
talagang
it's all Mama Shandy. And not just her, all of the passerella trainers, international pageant girls would come here to train talaga because we have the best of the best in pageantry. Powerhouse tayo.
true true
Mm.
so alam mo yun nakakatuwa lang. It's so refreshing to see kasi nga I'm Filipino Chinese, you're Filipino Chinese. It's really nice to see you grow and evolving in your pageant career. And let's face it, bihira yung mga katulad natin. Ako, as a pageant vlogger, ikaw as a pageant contestant, na
Yeah.
Filipino Chinese thriving in this industry. So, I'm curious to ask, how did your love for pageantry begin?
Ooh, one of my favorite stories because when I was a child talaga, all I knew was ballet, ballet, ballet. I went to ballet class, school, performing. So that's all I really knew. And alam naman, pag Filipino Chinese, you just have to focus on two things, whether it's your business or school, but it's never pageantry or anything in the entertainment industry. So when I had my growth spurt at 14 nga, me and my mom would always walk around the mall and there would be some pageant mamas who would come up to my mom and say, "Oh, is your daughter interested in pageantry?" And of course, kami parang, "Huh? Pageants?" Parang hindi bagay, but I was already 5'7" or 5'6" that time. So I never really thought about it, and it's been happening for years and years until my mom, she's the one who pushed me to join a catwalk workshop with Mama J back in 2018, I think. So it was Mama J actually who pushed me to try Miss Chinatown and Beanie Beanie. Sabi niya, oh, baka you have potential cast, try it out. Because I wanted to do modeling lang, but he said, maybe you can try pageantry. So the next year, I was supposed to join Miss Chinatown 2019, but the mamas of ACES, my camp before, was urging me to join Beanie Beanies. And I'm like, huh? National pageant agad? Oh my goodness. So since it was the first since it was the first audition of the year, sabi lang, sige, go anak, try mo lang. And then nakapasok naman. So it was a whirlwind of emotions talaga and was an experience that I will never forget in my life because it was life changing.
Yeah, you won Best in Talent, 'di ba?
I
Junior
know.
batch. Tapos
Yes.
nagkaroon ka pa ng generous exposure nung opening nung finals night, 'di ba?
Oh,
Parang
I
feeling ko
feel
sinadya nila yun, nabigyan ka ng moment doon na nagba-ballet ka sa side
I
habang sila Gazini, raise your, gumagano'n-ganon
flag.
sila
Oh, I love
patch.
best opening for me in Beanie Beanie. Some people nga thought I just did parang nag-eksena lang ako. I just did whatever I wanted. Sabi ko, no, that's choreographed. I can't just dance out
Oo.
of the blue. Sabi ko, choreographed yun.
Pero alam mo na heartbroken ako na you didn't even make it to the first cut na parang, she speaks well naman. She's talented. I mean, she's beautiful in her own right. Parang, 'di ba?
Oh, thank you.
Naalala
Yes, yes. I was very, shocked. Di man shocked, but of course I felt bad. Pero now that after a few months of, a few weeks lang actually, a few weeks of uh, absorbing it, I realized it was, even though I didn't place nga in the finals, so many blessings came my way after Beanie Beanie, business opportunities. I became more confident in myself. I really matured as a woman, and parang I felt different from what I was before my pageant. So it was something that I would never not do kasi it's Beanie Beanie Pilipinas. Like once you're a Beanie Beanie, you're always a Beanie Beanie, diba?
yeah, oo nga napapansin ko yun, eh,
Mm-mm.
na parang lahat kayo even with the other girls who didn't make it to the first card or kahit sa top
Mm-mm.
15, the amount of opportunities that knock on their
Yes,
doorsteps right after the pageant were so huge na parang
exactly.
alam mo yun, na parang talagang
Mm,
it's really a life-changing decision talaga 'no, to
exactly.
become a Binibining Pilipinas candidate.
Exactly. And whether you win or not, parang for me, I was with my experience with Binibini, I was able parang nahasa ako when by the time I joined Miss Chinatown, it wasn't really a walk in the park, but I was more calm, I was more relaxed, and I could be myself. And I knew already what's the right strategy. So sabi ko, wow, I'm so glad I joined.
Yeah, kaya nga nung sumali ka na ulit sa Miss Chinatown, tapos I
Mhm.
saw your fellow candidate, sabi ko, "Ito na 'to, siya na 'to."
Ay, di
She
naman.
has the title in the bag, oo. Kasi yung ano mo, yung parang, okay, you're coming in as a former Binibini contestant, eh, siyempre with the amount of trainings and
Mm.
experience that you had during your first national pageant, 'di ba?
It was so
Garantisado na 'yan, hasang-hasa ka na sa lahat ng mga bagay
sobrang
talaga.
helpful. Tapos sabi ko, "Hala, it's online, puro interview 'to, ha, sayang yung pasarela ko." Pero ginawa kong paraan. I did my best to showcase, my talent and maybe my pasarela on the online requirements. So, naging resourceful talaga ako because ang daming designers who weren't available, stylists, because lockdown, it was high cases, 'di ba? So I did my best talaga, and my team was basically my mom and my dad and a few people and a few friends. So I'm so grateful. Sabi ko, grabe, good training talaga.
Kakaiba yung pageant story mo, ha? Kasi usually, 'di
Mm,
ba, magsisimula mo ang isang pageant contestera would start muna from the low level barangay, 'di ba?
mm,
Barangay, tapos provincial,
mm.
tapos state. Ay, wala naman tayong state dito sa US, oo. Tapos
'Di
nationals.
ba?
Na ikaw, nag-big time ka muna, like Binibini, bago ka nag-Chinatown. So, yan,
Mm.
oo.
Strange,
So,
no?
interest, oo.
Very unique. Kasi my plan actually was, pero secret lang 'to, my plan was Miss Chinatown in 2019, win that, Miss World 2020, and then Binibini Pilipinas 2021 or something, or may gaps in between. And that
Oo.
you could, parang gets mo yung
Oo.
trajectory,
Oo,
small,
oo.
big, and bigger. Pero parang medyo, it's kind of
Dahil nga sa
strange.
pandemic, oo,
Everything changed.
nasira din yung
Oo,
mga original plans mo. So, pero alam mo, Shobe, nakakatuwa naman na alam mo hindi mo ma-achieve yung mga etong pageant career mo kung yun nga sabi mo yung with the help of your mom na napaka very supportive sa'yo. It's nice to know
super.
na kahit napaka-conservative pala ng family background mo,
Mm.
your mom was the one pushing you to
She
pursue
started,
this.
parang konting nudge lang and then, ikaw na bahala."
Kasi let's
But I
face it, 'di ba, kapag
mm,
'pag typical or traditional Chinese family, usually 'di ba,
mm.
naka-map out na yung plano para sa'tin. "Oh, you do
That's
business,
right.
kailangan magnegosyo ka,
Business.
kailangan
Family
magnegosyo ka
business.
na after college, oh, palaguin mo yung family business natin. After a few years, you raise your own family." Na kumbaga parang may ano na talaga,
May
may
plan sa buhay. Bawal
oo.
mag-deviate. I know that, I
Oo,
understand.
naka-map oo. So parang,
Naka-map
so
na.
ano naman sabi ng tatay mo, okey lang sa'yo? Parang hinahayaan ka na lang ng tatay mo na, "Okey sige, nandiyan naman yung mommy mo, eh. Bantay
Ay,
sarado ka naman ng nanay mo."
yeah, my dad is he's so different. Siya yung pageant fan. Right now, he's up to date with all of the pageant talks, Miss Universe. He records all of the, I know, Miss International and everything. He is a pageant dad talaga. He loves
Ah,
events. Yes, yes. Ask my team, ask Mama Shandy. My dad is there all the time. He loves pageants talaga. He's
naiintindihan niya?
different.
Naiintindihan niya yung mga galawan sa
Yes, sabi niya, "Uy,
pageantry talagang
yung walk niya parang iba ha, parang she has better, she needs to work on this, work on that." So he knows after a few years being watching me do pageants, watching the mamas, parang he found the love for it. But of course, at first medyo he's apprehensive, but he learned to love it. Same with my mom. My mom talaga is the one who pushed me. So I'm so grateful for them. Not just my parents lang, my whole family is rooting for me. So I'm just grateful na kahit Filipino-Chinese yung ako, all of them are supporting me, 'di ba? Just lucky, lucky like that.
yeah.
Very lucky.
Wait, ang dami nagko-comment sa'yo dito. Let's read some of them before we proceed. Sabi ni Tim, ang hirap i-pronounce ng name niya, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
Huike.
Tim Hoik.
Huike.
She's like an Oriental Bobby doll.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
beauty,
Nagmulan
brains,
na.
and talent.
Ay, thank
Sabi
you,
ni,
Neil.
ni Nilgo.
So sweet.
Yeah, sabi rin niya, Cassie is born to become a queen. And
Oh,
then
thank you, Neil. So sweet
from
naman.
Saint Calvin de Serra, magkitri ka or Esmeralda sa opening, Ate Cass. Haha.
Wow, na naman. I love Kitri. Favorite variation ko yan. But I did that na sa Bini Bini. Something new naman. But
Yeah,
still bagay.
pasabog. New
New
pasabog.
pasabog.
Well, Sobe though, reading all your comments, nagagandahan talaga sila sa'yo. Talaga you're a performer on stage. I wonder, nung
Mm-hmm.
bata ka ba, have you experienced any awkward moments during your puberty stage? Kasi di ba, you're
Oh,
from Ika, right? Kasi ako, nung nasa
mm-mm.
Xavier, ako talagang, may ano talaga, yung adolescence period ko talaga
Mm-mm.
napaka-awkward.
Oh,
Ang taas ng grado ko
blush.
nun, ngayon naka-laser na mata ko, like, so,
Mm-mm.
most of my elementary pictures ganun, tapos
Mm-mm.
mataba ako,
Ay,
tapos
really?
tinitigyawat ang mukha ko. Ikaw ba, ganyan ka na ba kaganda nung bata ka pa?
Oh,
Pansinin ka na ba?
oh no, no. I was just like you. Parang I had, when I was in high school, actually grade school, high school, college, I had braces. I had bad acne as well. I didn't have enough confidence in myself because, as you know, I've been dancing for so long, and a lot of people think that pag nagbabale ka, it's puro maarte, oh, masosyal yung girls and guys, but it's actually the opposite. We're very cowboy because we're focused on our technique so much, we can't really think about anything else besides our craft and maybe school or work. So I was very di man immature, but I was still a kid before I entered pageantry. So okay, I'm so thankful that I joined. Parang I'm a more holistic woman. I'm embracing my femininity. Tapos sabi ko, oh, parang masaya pala maging babae. So I'm just so grateful for it. Sabi ko, if I have a child na girl, I would love to introduce her to kahit one pageant because parang nahasa ka. I feel more mature now.
So sabi mo nga you experience bad acne. So yung mga di ba pag first year high school, di ba? Ano
Yung,
acquaintance party, tapos second year soiree, tapos third year
mm
ball. Ay ano, prom, fourth year
yes,
ball. So ano yun, may mga awkward, wala kang awkward state, ano na slowly na
slowly,
overcome mo siya
slowly
every
getting there. Yes. I think
maraming
when I was,
nag-a-ask sa'yo na
I,
mga na classmates na mo na parang, would you be
mm,
my date for the
yeah,
ball, for the prom?
yes, meron naman. I think during second and third year, that's when I started embracing my maturity na. I'm wearing a little makeup here and there, fixing my hair. So, it was fun. And I go to tutor, diba? Pag Xavier ni Ika, nag-tutor tayo after. So
Oh,
that's
after
where,
classes.
diba, after class. So that's where I socialize, I talk to boys and girls. So wala naman akong boyfriend that time. But of course, I would get offers. Now, would you go to ball with me? La Salle Ball, Ateneo. So it was fun. And I remember my mom she bought like 10 dresses, yung mga cocktail dresses, para naka-ready na pag third year ako. I have something to wear pag may
Nakakatuwa
nag-ask.
naman yung mommy mo. Talagang ano,
Diba?
napaka-ano sa'yo, ang tawag doon? Ang tawag doon sa term na yun, may term yun eh, what's the
Parang,
opposite of manang? Kikay! Ayun,
kikay, yes.
napaka-kikay.
She is the
So
most kikay.
feeling ko pag nagmi-meet ka with your ano, so ang tagpuan niyo sa Mary the Queen.
Ay, sa Ash Creek.
Sa gitna,
Naabutan mo
sa Ash Creek. Oh,
naabutan
nabutan
mo
ko
yung
yung
Ash
Ash
Creek?
Creek.
Oh
Oo,
my God!
nabutan.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
for those who don't know, Ash Creek is the middle. It's the meeting place of Siberians and Icans. They meet
Pero
there to talk and date.
wala na siya ngayon, 'di ba?
Wala na. Hindi ko
Wala na,
na-experience
'di
kasi
ba?
di naman loser ako, but I wasn't part of the cool crowd. I went straight to ballet class after school, so I didn't have the chance to talk to boys masyado. Konti lang sa tutor.
But anyway, now that we're talking about your Filipino Chinese side,
Mhm.
ano ba usually well, I'm happy that you have a very supportive and kikay mom to
Mhm.
nurture your pageant dreams. Pero ikaw ba, what do you think is usually the misconceptions, common misconceptions about beauty pageants? from the
This is my
Filipino Chinese community perspective?
Oh, I love this question. But disclaimer lang, I don't really want to talk bad about the Chinoi community here in the Philippines. But this, for everyone watching right now, this is sadly the reality of it, especially when it comes to our parents, the older generation, whether it's our amas and angkongs or aunties. Amas and angkongs pala are grandparents, lolo and lola. So the common misconceptions definitely is two things. It Pageantry in the Chino community is a waste of time, and second, it's a waste of money. Why a waste of time? Because most of the older generation think that beauty pageant, you're just going to look beautiful, paganda ka lang, swimsuit, walk, and then what? Paano yung business? Second naman, waste of money. You're going to invest in hair, makeup, styling team. You have to pay for grabs, going to different designers. So these things add up. So of course, a lot of older generations would say, why would you gastos? Why would you spend money on this? Just put it in business. Why waste money? Why waste time? Pero now that I'm here, I've experienced two pageants already, and I'm already in my third one. I could tell you that it really is the complete opposite. After my first pageant, kahit hindi ako nag-place sa finals, like what I said earlier, the business opportunities came. Um, I became a better person, and I really grew. Kahit my network, and not to say network as in business, but just an arsenal of people that I can call when, kunwari, I want to open a business or I want to open a donation drive or do anything for my advocacy. I know these people already. I can call them and ask for help. So this is something that's very good. And yun nga, I matured as a person because of these pageants. So when my ama and angkong, after the Binibini Pilipinas pageant, when they saw it, parang, oh, this is actually a good thing. So they started supporting me during Miss Chinatown and even here now. So it's a process lang. For Filipino Chinese community, I feel like if you want to join and you're Chinoy, tapos medyo ayaw ng family mo, you have to take it one step at a time. Sometimes you have to show them with your result how great it is. Kasi diba usually ganon, they'll say no, pero kung okay naman, go. Diba?
Oo, hindi, okay, tapos kumikita ka pa at the same time, which means in
Yes.
your case kailangan manalo ka ng title para for the
Yes.
money to come in, right?
Yes.
Oo,
Yes.
totoo yun. I can really relate kasi ako 'di ba, I mean, ako,
Mm-mm.
pageant vlogger ako pero I never reached this level of popularity or success without,
Mm,
investing so much of time and
mm,
effort doing
mm.
all these things for free. Kasi nga I do this out of passion, talk about
Yes,
you guys,
we love it.
make great captions on my Instagram account because I love you guys. Pero umabot na rin sa point na my mom has been telling me na, oh, ano ba yan? Hanggang dyan ka na lang ba yan? Lahat ng mga
Mm.
ginagawa mo for free? Wala ka,
Botsy. Yeah,
oo,
no
oo,
money.
di ba? Oo, ano yan, hanggang saan ka pupulutin ng kilig mo?
Mm.
Bubuhayin ka
Yes,
ba ng kilig mo forever for that? So alam
yes.
mo yun, so umabot tapos it was only like before the pandemic, like a year before the pandemic when my fellow
Mm.
pageant pressers encouraged me nga, "Oh, start mo na yung YouTube channel mo kasi
YouTube.
sayang yung mga videos na," kasi nga I'm always on site, 'di ba? Doing all
Yes.
these coverages. Parang sayang naman yung mga videos mo kung puro Facebook lang.
'Di
So,
ba?
and that's where I started earning na ngayon, parang feeling ko nabawi ko na lahat ng gastos ko. Kasi
See, it takes time talaga, 'di ba, to prove them wrong.
'di ba? So,
Mm.
'di ba? So now that you're here, yun nga na we've been talking about these misconceptions and how you personally overcame them. How do you think your Chinoy values naman have helped you reach the level of success that you have right now?
Ooh. Ooh, parang this is a Miss Chinatown question, ah. Oh, my favorite. Let me see. There are so many values that the Chino community has, but I think the one that I used most right now that I could use most right now is definitely resourcefulness. You know naman, pag Filipino Chinese, if there is a will, there's a way. And if we have a goal, we will do whatever we can to reach it. And of course, not to the point of exhaustion, but I see that with my uncle, I see that with my mom and my ama, and my Chinese side pala, how hardworking they are, and they would wake up every day to tend to their business, and kahit holidays they would keep on working and working.
Yeah.
And 'di ba? Kahit holidays, election day tomorrow, they're still open. So I like that. I like that discipline, and being a ballet dancer, and I medyo nahasa rin ako because my ballet teacher is very strict. So it's really ingrained in my system to be disciplined, to work every day. Kahit it's not your 100%, just work every day, and try to be resourceful, because if you really want something, God will find a way to bring it to you if it's your time. Parang ganun.
Alam mo, there's one thing I'm so proud of our heritage, of our
Mm-hmm.
culture, is that it's about our work ethic.
Diba?
I don't know, we're so tireless, especially 'di ba, when we find something that we're so passionate about, like me in
Yeah.
pageantry, ikaw here, pageantry rin, ballet.
Mm-mm.
Pag may yung talagang trabaho ka
Alam,
na, whether you like what you're doing or not,
yeah,
as long
kahit
as you're
pagod ka.
Chinese, as
Yeah,
long pasok lang ng pasok, eh, yung parang
go.
gano'n pa talaga na parang 'pag Chinese wala nang inisip kundi mag-tansi. Lagi din
'Diba?
sinasabi ng nanay
Tansi,
ko,
tansi.
mag-tansi, hala kumita ka, kailangan
Yeah.
mag-ano ka para mabubuhay
Yes.
ka, may makukuha ka on your rainy days, on your emergency days. So, yun
Yes.
yung
We
gusto ko
find
sa
ways talaga, parang BDO. We find
oo.
ways talaga. Grabe. But it's true. I could see that my dad is the same, uncles, aunties, all of us. Diba? Hardworking, our work ethic. Grabe. Intense. Very intense.
Yeah. But what I love about you is that, you spoke about isang magandang bagay din sa'yo yung, your closeness with your angkong, lola,
Mm-mm.
tapos mommy mo nga. So in a way, walang problema sa'yo yung issue ng filial piety. You know what filial
Mm.
piety is all about?
Yes, yes. Yung ano, I know that I
Honoring your parents, 'di ba?
honor. Yes, you're supposed to honor your parents, but uh
Despite
despite everything. Pero for my family, we're a little bit modern now, so they let me do what I want, and they support me as long as it's within the means naman. So they're very nice. My parents are very cool, as what my friends always say. Oh, you have cool parents, so it's nice. Because my mom used to be a merchandiser or stylist. I think she was a designer before she stopped
oh, that
working.
explains why.
Yes, so all of my outfits during Binibini, even Miss Chinatown, they're all hers. So it's
Ay,
really
ang
hers.
swerte mo
Siya
talaga.
I know,
May
diba? She's
assistant ka
fashionable.
talaga. Oh my
Mm.
God.
Very fashionable siya. Siya yung fashionable between the two of us. And she's very nice as well.
May stylist ka na sa bahay.
Yes.
Kaya mo na nga magtaguyod, doon palang panalo ka na. Ang hirap,
Yeah.
ang hirap mag-style. Diyos ko,
Ang
lalabas ka, tapos I
mm.
heard kung galing ka pang pageant camp, talagang minsan bibili ka talaga. Iko-customize
Yes.
nga nila kasi yung mga damit mo, pero ikaw, ang swerte
Yes.
mo
I
na may
love my
mommy ka
mom.
talaga na ang
Yes. I'm so
hirap nun na
lucky.
tapos malaking bagay yun, yung styling, yung
Yeah.
iisipin mo anong
Super
outfit ko for
stylish.
this event, oo, 'di ba? Lalo na kung
'Di ba?
sunod-sunod.
At least she's there, 'di ba? And parang I remember her saying, "Hala, sana Cassie grows up na para I could give her my clothes." Kasi dati hindi ako maarte. I just go to the studio, nakabale lang ako. But when I started doing pageantry, I could wear her clothes, all of her branded things. So she's so happy. Sabi, niya, "Thank goodness I have a daughter who will like give it
Ikaw
to
lang
me."
ba? Ikaw lang ba yung
Yes, yes.
daughter
I'm
sa family?
Shobe. Shobe.
Ah,
Shobe is youngest girl. For those who don't know, I'm
ah,
Shobe.
oh, that's nice to hear. Pero alam mo what, nabanggit mo na 'to kanina, apart from beauty, the fashion, the styling, and your love performing, what I also like about you is that you have also seen this industry as a platform for you to help more people in the community. So, na parang it feels like whatever you have, your background is like a privilege that you
Mhm.
have never taken for granted since entering beauty pageant. So can you finally tell us what your BWAP is all about for Miss World
Ooh.
Philippines?
Perfect. So for those who don't know, BWAP is Beauty with a Purpose or your advocacy. So for my advocacy, I am working now with the Cerebral Palsy and Epilepsy Family Awareness Support Group, or you could just call it CEFAS. So what it is, it's an organization that brings medical care and dental care and medical equipment to families who have children with cerebral palsy, epilepsy, or even Down syndrome nga. And my story with this is I was invited to judge for one of their pageant events. And sabi ko, oh wow, for World Cerebral Palsy Day, what is this kaya? So when I was there, it was one of the best experiences of my life because the candidates were not just mere women, they were actually the mothers of children with cerebral palsy, and they would share their story, how they're struggling, how they were able to overcome financial issues and to raise their child with cerebral palsy and epilepsy. So it was a life-changing experience for me. And after the pageant, I was a mess talaga. I was just crying and crying. And I would never forget that because that was during 2019, right after my Bini Bini stint. Oh my gosh, I'm tearing up. Anyways, so I would just like to shout out the head of this organization is Miss Gwendolyn Tressa. And I met up with her a few weeks ago for an event in Olongapo City, actually. And she was telling me how there are there's not a lot of uh what's to say not a lot of people know about cerebral palsy here in the Philippines. I for one didn't know much about it. In college, I used to work with children with autism, and yun, I never knew anything about cerebral palsy. So when she invited me to there, parang after 2 years, sabi ko, Miss Jessa, I think this is the perfect time to showcase what you do and what your organization does because it's just amazing. She's one mother and her husband as well, and it's amazing. She's a powerhouse. What she does is she goes to different provinces and she make seminars and workshops for parents and families who have children with cerebral palsy and who don't know like where to get access and where to get dental care for their kids. So sorry, I talk too much about this, but it's really amazing. She is one of the most amazing women I've met.
I'm glad that you're shedding more
Yeah,
awareness about it. Maski ako wala rin akong alam. Kasi 'di ba,
diba?
ako the closest that I could get about kasi sa family ko wala pa naman so far ganun, and
Mm-mm.
thank you naman na walang ganun ano. Pero the closest that I could get that kind of encounter if is once I watch a lot of these dramatic movies on screen na
Yes,
talagang yun ang ngingisay,
I know. Or si
ano,
Stephen Hawking, ganun lang. That's all I know
oo.
about him.
Oh, yun
Yes,
lang. 'Pag hindi na-fe-feature kunyari sa Oscars movie, parang
'di
there's not
Yun
much
lang,
attention
saglit
being
lang.
generated about it. So, yeah, so na-imagine ko yung impact na binigay niya sa'yo when you were probably judging or participating in that
Mhm,
particular judging that really impacted so much about your life that made you
mm.
take up this cause. So, why do you think there is such a huge negative or huge stigma surrounding it?
Well, I wouldn't
How do you
mhm.
think more people can, how do you think can more people, how we can encourage more people to talk about it na to help down, break
Mhm.
down barriers to open up our
Oh,
society
I love this
when it comes to
question.
disability?
Well, I wouldn't say there's a stigma about surrounding cerebral palsy and epilepsy with children here in the Philippines, but I would say there's not much coverage. And the fact that you and I know nothing about this says a lot. And with my old organization, the Heart at Play Foundation, it's about children with autism. There is already so much support, but with kids with cerebral palsy, konting-konti lang. So I think the best thing we can do as people who are unaware about this disease is to really read about it. I think up to the people it's up to people like you and me to share our stories, share our events. So I hope with my BWAP video I could shed light on that because as you know I've been a teacher and these are children that uh, who who have so much love and who have so much personality, but they can't bring it out because of cerebral palsy nga. But they're one of the sweetest kids you can ever meet talaga. They're very malambing, and just being able to talk to them, kahit they can't move that much, and they can't talk to you that well, parang you could feel their love talaga. So it really struck a chord in my heart na maybe I should shed light on this since the other advocacies naman have support from big organizations.
So since we're talking about this, I'm curious to ask, since wala nga akong alam, how common is this cerebral palsy
Mhm.
happening in the kids of our generation?
Well, for cerebral palsy, it is around during 1999, it was around 28%. So out of 329, it was 329 out of 1,173, something like that. But in the Philippines right now, cerebral palsy in the Philippines, it's around 1 to 2%. Oh, sorry, 1 to 2%. So that's a lot of children. And uh, asking Miss Gwendolyn Jessa when I met up with her, every province or every city she would go to, there would be countless of families and countless of moms and dads looking for support because the government does not shed light
Yeah,
on this. They don't have
yeah.
enough coverage, diba? So sabi ko, oh nga no, kahit ako, you and I didn't know anything about it. So maybe now's the time to shed light on this advocacy of hers. And I would really love to shine the light on Miss Gwendolyn because it's Mother's Day and she's one of the tiger moms that I look up to talaga.
Yeah. For one, but to get, is it something that a child is born with for you
Mm-mm,
to
it's some,
have this kind of disability? So dapat pala during the 9 months that mom is carrying her child inside the womb, she should be
mm-hmm.
taking. Do you think she should be taking proper meds for
Ooh,
her to,
that
or
I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't know. But from the moms that I've talked to, sometimes it comes out a couple months after birth or a few years after. So I think it's something like autism where it develops. So, and there are
yeah,
varying degrees too. So I thought cerebral palsy is like Stephen Hawking already in a wheelchair, but there are kids who are able to converse with you, but waist down they can't walk without a cane or something like that. Or some of them are in a wheelchair, but they can talk to you naman. So there are varying degrees, and but I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't really know. Pero I should ask more about it. I would love to ask the doctors of the Cephas group.
yeah, yeah. So now that we're talking about it, how can we, rally people
Right now,
behind this?
mhm. Right now for the group, I would love to get, hopefully win the BWAP so we can get financial support because uh, most of the families who are members of Cephas GPH are in need of medical equipment like um, there's a certain wheelchair that they need or dental care.
Crutches, yeah,
Yeah,
canes.
crutches. So there, and it costs what, 30,000, some cost 50, almost 50,000. And some of these families are, so they don't have the financial capacity for it. So financial aid would be very good. But before financial aid, of course, awareness would be great because the people who could help talaga are the big organizations. But it starts with us as individuals to shed light on it. So it's a domino
That,
effect talaga. That's what
yeah,
I think.
that's nice. That's really nice. Wait, let's go over the comment section before we
Ooh.
wrap up this interview. Since we've been talking for almost, bakit nag-disappear?
Ooh, hello?
Um,
Yes.
yeah, I can still, yeah.
Okay. I thought I disappeared. Oh no.
Um, Wait, there's some questions here. Um,
Mm. Akane.
what did she say? I just realized we ate. Cass looks like,
Akane.
what's this?
Akane
Who's that? Sorry.
Takada. She is one of the most amazing principal dancers of Royal Ballet. The way she moves, oh my goodness, it's pure art talaga. Oh, it's so nice to see someone who knows their ballet, their ballerinas, international ballerinas. She's my idol, Sir Saint or Ma'am Saint. Love her.
So I assume since would you incorporate your dancing skills in your evening gown or swimsuit performance?
Well, I would love that. It all depends on, of course, my pasarela trainer. Pero you know me naman, I love twirling, turning, performing. So I would like to be known as Cassandra, the pageant girl, but it would be nice too to be known for Cassandra the ballerina. Sana I could put those two together.
Yeah, for
Diba?
sure, sana. 'Di ba?
Mm-mm.
Wait, who else is watching us?
A
See,
kind.
before we wrap this up. Who else? Let's read some more before we wrap this up. We love her. Oh, okay. So now, alam mo yun, alam mo yun, natutuwa sila. Sabi,
Mm-mm.
alam mo yun, nakikita Oriental Barbie doll. Tapos, alam mo, if the organization is really thinking outside the box, no, you could really be a good choice for Reina or even Supra just
I
because of
would.
your love for performing and apart from your
Mm-mm.
overall package, no?
I would love that. I think my dream talaga, I would dream about it. Parang I hear the word supra, supra, or reina, reina. But yes, definitely. With my personality, I feel like I would fit talaga the performing pageants internationally. And you know me naman, I would work very hard. Ako pa.
Yeah, oo. May dugong
Mm-mm.
Chinese ka pa all the more
I
na
would,
yeah,
diba?
you really stood out talaga during the final screening. Talaga,
I
sobra.
really? Thank you. I was so
Yeah.
nervous. And parang I haven't done pasarela in months because of the pandemic. And sabi ko, "Oh, sige, I'll just be myself and relax." I remember walking and I would tell myself, oh, babae ka, you're a beautiful girl. And ano. So I was very myself. Parang I was doing a ballet performance. Parang ganun.
That's nice. So,
Mm-mm.
eto, thank you. So, we're down to my last few questions now. Since you're into it, you guys will be going to Boracay next week, have your national costume paraded in Viennese Plaza next weekend.
Mm-mm.
How are you sizing yourself? How are you sizing yourself up in this competition so far?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, for me, I try my best not to look at the other candidates. I think that's where I failed. That's what I failed to do during my first pageant. I was very overwhelmed. I would look at the other girls and see, oh, she has straight hair. It's a girl straight hair ako bukas. Alam mo yun? So right now, I'm trying to focus on myself and sizing myself up. I would always look at my last event and see how I did there. And as in pag pumatong-patong, every time I stack it up, I try to see how well I did and how can I improve. Maybe I should change my hair or talk a little bit slower. So these are the things that me and my team would do. But it's nice to have a team nga, because
Yeah.
they really tell me, oh, Cass, it's better if you do this, maybe fix your hair. But I'm so grateful I don't have to think of styling anymore or my makeup because I have a really good team.
Yeah. Alam mo, there's no doubt na talaga you are really a force to reckon with here in Miss World Philippines. You are holding your own against the other favorites na talagang you're someone to really watch out for. Yeah, in the upcoming competition. So, as my last question, just like how everyone else is asking this numerous times, why should you be the next Miss World Philippines?
To simply put it, the Miss World Philippines should be someone who is compassionate and kind, someone who leads through an example of kindness and empathy. And being a teacher of dance for over 10 years now, I've been working with children, I've been helping people out since my high school days. And I know deep down inside that I have that capacity to be Miss World Philippines for you this year. And I will do my utmost best to make the Philippines proud if I would be crowned Miss World Philippines.
Well said. Your work ethic will pull you through, no doubt. Maraming salamat, Cassie Shobe, for gracing this interview. It was so nice to catch up with you all over again.
I'm
Grabe, you're
so
so
happy.
refreshing for a
Ay,
candidate
thank
in
you, Ahian.
MWP. Yeah,
Thank
alam mo yung mga
you.
ganyang galawan na sweet,
Mm-mm.
unscripted, natural, hindi put on yung personality. Yun yung na very
Mm-mm.
organic. Yan yung mga gusto ng Miss World, especially Miss
Really.
Supranational with their tagline, Aspirational, inspirational. Wow, given
Mm-mm.
your background, you're trying to raise more awareness. You're putting the Chinese community, the Filipino Chinese community, in a better light apart from espousing or advocating for cerebral palsy.
Right.
Oh, talagang
Thank you.
it's
Yes.
just you're just very natural.
Thank
Yun
you,
ang mga
Adam.
hinahanap nila talaga, yung mga pageant
Really?
orgs.
Oh, that's good. I was thinking if ever, God willing, if ever I can wear the Philippine sash, whether it's Super Arena, and they would look at me and like, huh? Philippines? Parang Asia, akala ko Indonesian or Chinese. How are you Filipino? And I would tell them about the Filipino Chinese community. So I would really like to do that.
Embracing the diversity and inclusivity as well, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So, maraming salamat,
Thank
Cassie, for really gracing my interview. I really had fun catching up with you.
I
A
had so much
great
fun,
deal.
Aya. Last
Happy
time
Mother's
was so
Day.
fun.
Yeah,
Yes, happy Mother's Day to your mom too and your ama.
yeah. Maraming salamat. So,
Thank you.
good luck on your current pageant journey for sure. Nai-impress mo na sila ngayon behind the
Are you
scenes, and
really?
hopefully you can still do the same with the rest of the activities until Coronation Night on June
Yeah.
5. So, as my last question, can you give a message and can you give a message to all your supporters and followers rooting for you to be the next Miss World Philippines?
Ooh, so to my supporters out there, I would like to say thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting me in my Miss World journey. I hope to those who don't know me yet, please get to know me through Adam G's page right now. So there have been many experiences in my life that I would love to share over my course in Miss World Philippines. So I hope you can just listen and see if you like me or not. But I know that you'll have a very, very fun time watching my performance in Miss World. I promise you it will be a treat, and I will do my best to entertain everyone and to make everyone just feel light and happy.
Feeling ko meron kang you're cooking up something up your sleeve. Kung yung virtual interview mo sa Chinatown, meron kang mga ginagawang talent competition lang yun, pero parang may ginawa kang something na props na parang napansin kita. All the more, ngayong
Mm-mm.
physical pageant na tayo. Nako, for sure.
Yes. I
Like you,
want to be myself talaga and showcase my talent. So if I know if I love ballet, if I love dancing, I'll really showcase my personality. So kahit if it's a little bit unique, at least it's me, diba? So I'm really myself this time, Adam, talaga, this time around.
yeah, true. Maramdam ko yon. Ramdam ko yun.
Mm-mm.
Pakita mo talaga yan. Yun ang gusto talaga nila. Natural ang galawan at hindi kinakareer. At hindi
Mm-mm.
kinakareer at pageant pati ang mga sagutan. Kailangan kung ano
Relax.
ikaw talaga sa totoong buhay,
Yes.
yun ang ipapakita mo sa pageant. So maraming salamat once again. Thank you so much, Shobe.
Thank
Mwah!
you, Aya. Thank you, Aya. Thank you, everyone watching. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, on
Yes.
the upcoming press presentation, galingan mo doon ha.
Yes.
Nako, lahat ng press
I'm so
nakatutok sa inyong
excited.
lahat.
Oo
Yeah.
nga eh. Ano kayang eksena? Alam ko swimsuit, but I'm ready for
Yeah,
that.
swimsuit. Yeah,
Swimsuit. My
lagi naman
favorite.
swimsuit. Yeah.
Oo nga,
So
diba?
have fun, Shobe. Have
I
fun on that
will.
during that day.
I'll
And
see you
on that note,
there.
see you there and bye.
Bye,
Virtual hugs and
everyone.
kisses all the way from my office here in Cubao.
Hello.
Take care.
Take care,
Bye.
everyone.